job search video series. I'm Shabir Kutbuddin from Ivy Tech Community College in the South Bend Elkhart region. The most important piece of paper that decides whether you move forward in your job application process or not is your resume. Being on both sides of the table, I have screened a lot of resumes. And the first thing I see on pretty much everyone's resume is objective. It says something like looking for a job opportunity. Now imagine an HR or a recruiter with hundreds of resumes on their table, with or without the use of an applicant tracking system, are trying to find the perfect fit for their open position and company. There is a lot of paper and not enough time because of the quantity and details. Therefore, the HR or recruiter is trying to gain as much information as possible in a very short period. So, they want to learn as much as possible in the first few seconds to see whether they want to dive deeper or not. Now, if you just said looking for a job opportunity, they're not getting any information out of the statement. They want to learn about your education, experience, skills, interest, graduation date, etc. Now, I understand that all of these things are already mentioned in your resume in the next sections. But think about it. The decision makers have a lot of information and a lot less time to process that information. So, it's always a good idea to provide them all the info they need in the first section itself to increase the probability of the recruiter or HR diving deeper if they feel that you might be a good fit for this role or organization. Now, you might be wondering how to create the first section. It's easy. You can call this section as profile or summary. And to understand what to include in this section, ask yourself these 5 questions. First, what education are you currently pursuing? Or what education have you already completed? Second, what are your technical skills? Third, what are your areas of interest? Fourth, what type of jobs are you currently seeking? And fifth, when are you graduating? So, for example, it could look something like this. Currently pursuing my associate degree in marketing at Ivy Tech Community College. I'm proficient in Microsoft Office, Adobe Creative Cloud, Google Cloud, social media marketing, and website development. My areas of interest include marketing, advertising, public relations, etc. And I'm pursuing a full-time job opportunity in marketing analytics after graduating in May 2020. Just 3 to 4 sentences. Let's move on to the second section, which is called education. In this section, you put your high school or college name on the top left and the city and state on the top right. Likewise, you put the name of your diploma or degree below the school or college and the graduation month and year below the city and state. On the left, below your degree name, feel free to put things like your concentration or major, any scholarships that you have won, any awards that you have received, any fellowships you have received, if you made the dean's list, etc. The third section, which is the most vital, is professional experience. Here, the format is very similar to the education section. You put your job title and organization name on the top left and the city, state, and duration of your work in terms of months and year on the top right. Now, the most important part is the content you include under each experience you have gathered. To understand what to include in this section, ask yourself these 2 questions. First, what were your job duties? And second, what were the results or potential results? Make sure that you use bullet points for the content. Try to quantify your content as well. For example, organized 4 social media campaigns that increased our website traffic by 15%. Also, make sure you start every bullet point using an action verb, such as initiated, created, organized, etc. Let's move on to the fourth section, which is called technical skills. Education and experience are very important, but the HR or recruiter is trying to understand if you have proficiency in the tools, applications, or software that they utilize in their organization. So mention all the hard skills, certifications, badges, licenses to prove that you can operate the programs used by the company. A lot of people tell me that they don't have any professional experience and have no idea what to put in that section. So, a good alternative is to have a section called projects. In this section, you can include any projects you did at school, college, independently, or as a volunteer. The format for this section is same as professional experience. You put your project name and organization name on the top left, and the city, state, and the duration of your work in terms of month and year on the top right. Also, the content follows the same rules as professional experience, like job duties, results or potential results, putting everything in bullet points, quantifying it, and using action verbs. The last section in your resume is the one that a lot of us skip, either because you don't have enough space or because you don't consider it important. However, it is a good opportunity to showcase your soft skills through this section. If you put leadership, communication, interpersonal keywords in your resume, either in your summary section or anywhere else, how would you really prove that you have it? I mean, anyone can put that in their resume. Now you can prove your technical skills through your degree, diploma, certification or badges. But to prove that you have soft skills, it is always a good idea to have this section, which you can call accomplishments, and include things like extracurricular activities, professional affiliations, like being part of a local or national club or society, academic honors, academic awards, publications, patents, copyrights, etc. We are reaching the end of this video and I have some quick suggestions. First, only put your city and state in your contact information and not the entire address. It's not safe because you're sharing your resume with a lot of people. Second, always include your college email address if available. It's more professional and is less likely to be considered as spam by the system when you're reaching out to employers. Third, include your LinkedIn URL or GitHub URL or portfolio URL just in case the employer is interested in learning more about you. Fourth, keep the margins 0.5 inches on all sides in the Word document and keep the resume one page if possible. And fifth, use 12 size font if possible and use fonts such as Calibri, Georgia, Times New Roman, Arial, etc. Well, that's all for our first episode. If you need a resume template, please visit www.itsectorpartnership.org/job search guide to download this template. If you're looking to pursue courses, certifications, or degrees in any area, Ivy Tech Community College is adapting to this pandemic to offer you the best education virtually. For more information, visit www.ivytech.edu. Good luck and stay safe. Thank you.